uninformed.
I know, but it felt like you three around, like, I don't know if we've had a scene like this where you guys are kind of like, this felt like a different way of doing things up to this point. Like, you guys had a really cool dynamic around the cauldron. And I love that scene with you three. I love the blood, how you were kind of like, you played it so beautifully, HMC. Like, it just felt so real and grounded. You guys were amazing, honestly. And then also looked like, again, you guys were having so much fun.
And we get Melinda, who, is our origin story. And Tyler's just such a lovely actress. Then we get to see her discover all the things like zippers and she gets to discover Leo. Huh. Weird. Speaking of chemistry.
I actually clocked that as well. A lot of bonding over Shakespeare and what have you.
Flirty, flirty, flirty. There's a lot of flirts in this episode.
She was cute.
Maybe Leo thought he could go back to the 17th century with Melinda.
Listen.
Maybe she needed a white lighter too. Maybe you failed her, actually.
Maybe I was her white lighter.
That would explain a lot.
Hey everyone, Amy Robach here along with TJ Holmes, and we have a very exciting announcement to make to all of you.
We are expanding. We are now going to be coming to you Monday through Friday for a new part of our Amy and TJ franchise, if you will, the Morning Run. We're going to help listeners navigate the busy news cycle and the historic political season that the country is facing, and we're going to do this now each and every day.
Wow, we have a news franchise now. I like the way you put that. We're going to be covering all the latest news headlines for all of you. We'll have entertainment updates, and we'll even give some perspective on the current events that are happening right now. And this, by the way, is in addition to our already established bi-weekly podcast that we hope you guys are tuning into as well, with more in-depth conversations and interviews. So we're going to be with you Monday through Friday with Morning Run. Listen to Morning Run on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
And then Hannah gets her time with Matthew.
Rex and Hannah track down Matthew Tate, and they realize, and now we kind of start to see a bigger master plan happening, which is, hey, we brought you here to help us kind of take out the charmed ones, essentially. And so they have now recruited him, and they're kind of giving him a little bit of a makeover. Now Rex leaves.
He needs to be close too. He needs his pretty woman moment.
He definitely does.
There was one point in this episode where I was like, wow, that's kind of a Phoebe cleavage shot. And then I was like, wait a minute, it's okay because we make Billy get naked too.
Correct. And Billy's just there with his shirt off, and he's like, look, if you like looking, why are you stopping yourself? Like, aware that, even now, even then, he knows what he was working with.
And apparently he said the pants were too tight.
I mean, those were tight jeans.
I come on, Hannah was hilarious though. Are they supposed to be tight? And she's like, yes.
Yeah, she was great. That scene made me laugh. It was fantastic. And then Rex walks in with the great line, "What the devil?"
He probably improv that as well.
Yeah, well, don't leave shirtless Billy Worth with your gal, my guy.
No, guy.
Bad move, guy.
Bad plan. Bad planning.
So he's having his pretty woman moment. We're now back at the Halliwell house where basically Melinda is telling you guys about the history, how you came to be, which is really cool because I think everyone loves an origin story.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do. But yeah, I think that becomes a great jumping off point because now Melinda's kind of in on this and trying to help you guys figure out how to, because it ultimately feels like this is her battle, not so much yours.
Mm-hmm.
Because, right? Would we go as far as to say that?
Absolutely. But, like I said, generational curses are tough to break. And, the ladies in their Achilles heel, you may say, is kind of the guys. A lot of them turn out to be demons.
Handsome men. They turn out to be demons. Yeah.
But not Airbag Andy.
No, not Airbag Andy.
Thought he would have been one.
So Melinda basically pitches this idea for, we have to set up another curse, and you need to get a bunch of these ingredients to to kind of create this potion that she can ultimately throw at Matthew to entrap him forever. And one of them, unfortunately, happens to be a spotted owl's feather, which in 1998, spotted owls are they extinct now? Oh,
I
man.
hope not.
That would be sad. Well, in 1998, they were endangered. And so Prue goes off on a mission to go grab one of these things from like a natural history museum. Well, you two, this was a bad move on your end. Why did you go to Quake?
I
Why
went
didn't
to
you
get
just
spices.
Oh, spices. You couldn't have DoorDashed that shit?
No, that didn't
Whoa.
exist then.
1998.
Well, how about calling a friend going, hey, I'm sick. Can you
What,
bring me
call a
some
witch
cinnamon?
friend and be like, hey, do you have the ingredients to this potion?
Well, maybe
It's
it
not
was
a thing.
cinnamon and nutmeg. We don't know what the other
It was
ingredients
more
were.
complicated than that, and it was varied.
Could have called
Curious.
Callie.
Listen, as long as you have an answer for why you just didn't order in, why you felt the need to both go out.
Hey,
You really-
I didn't lose my power there. She did.
Well, the problem with Phoebe's power is like he just has to grab her and she's going to have a premonition. It's a little too easy. It's like that's an obvious one. Like you were the key to this. If he had your powers, it would have been game over. But
Yep. Looking for Piper. It's all right with me.
so that happens at Quake when you guys go get your spices and ingredients. He gets Phoebe's thing, but then bounces instead of kind of tries to get yours too because he decides he gets the premonition that he's going to be killed.
Yeah, he's got to go find the feather, and Prue's got the feather.
He's got to go find the feather.
But Andy's trying to incarcerate his ex-girlfriend because she doesn't like him anymore.
Right. Now, this scene I absolutely love outside the Natural History Museum. Like, they finally kind of captured what San Francisco was like in December, cold and kind of foggy, and the way it was lit. And it felt really cool. It felt big in a way. And so Prue sneaks out of this museum, and there's Andy to kind of arrest her. Really, I think that's more sexual frustration than actual, like, he's not really upset that she's breaking out of the Natural History Museum.
I think he's a low-key psycho.
He wants answers. He wants the truth,
She gave him the truth.
and he couldn't handle it.
He could not handle the truth.
And he
It's a
can't
sad
handle
story,
the truth.
but it happens. Like I said, we've all been there.
Right. And so they're having this kind of like, this little bit of a charged conversation in the car. And he is asking for her the truth. But we already know from the episode before that the truth is out there and it hurts. And apparently he can't handle it. So she sets off the airbag and escapes before he can arrest her.
As one does.
I've used the airbag getaway multiple times.
So then we get to go to the house, back to the house.
Mhm.
And Piper gets to have her cuddly moment with Billy Worth.
Yeah.
We have all the ingredients.
Then yeah, you do.
And he goes back in the box where he belongs.
The end.
There's so many exes that I would love to do that to forevermore.
Well, put him in the
That's
box.
a totally different episode too. But anyway, what was really striking to me and also my favorite Prue moment was this ending where we ask, why can't you stay? Because we all loved, I mean, you can see in our faces, we all loved working with her. And like the moment is so real just because we so enjoyed having that fourth musketeer there. And she's just so great at what she does. And I could just keep talking about her. So, but I'm not going to. We're going to wrap it up. And she says, this is not my time. This is your time. And it's so lovely that I'll look away from the flying chairs. Look away, look away. They threw a chair at Billy. Like, don't do that to that homie. Ugh.
You know, I agree.
Throw some knives at him or something.
I mean, he
Whoa.
took the hit,
yeah, the
though.
chair.
He went
Like he's
down.
way cooler than getting a chair thrown at, which like
Oh.
helps him. Like that's what throws him off.
Yeah,
You're
and then I
right. A
can
knife
freeze
or
him.
something would have been cool.
Yeah, see, this is why they made me a producer later, though.
Right. Like he's worth more than a chair throw.
Absolutely. We're going to ignore that. Or
Yeah.
erase, delete.
My favorite Prue moment in this episode, I think, she was actually pretty light, I think, in this episode. It
Mhm.
was, but I really liked her. I liked that scene in the car with Airbag Andy. I just think like you can tell she's starting to be fed up again.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, it played well for me. And I just like the look. Maybe I'm just kind of taken by the look of it, and also the fact that he gets humbled by an airbag, which was pretty great.
Very nostalgic. I like it. It's good. We love everybody in that episode. Hopefully we'll get some of them to come and talk and play with us. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. See you next time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Talking Elite Fitness. I'm Sean Woodland, joined by Tommy Marquez. Tommy, how are you?
I am good. No complaints here.
Fantastic. And featuring Lauren Khalil. Lauren, what's up?
I'm also great. No complaints.
Fantastic. Good to hear. Week 1 of the Open is officially behind us. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot to talk about today. So we're just going to jump right into it. And we have a really good interview, good conversation that Lauren and Tommy had with Max El-Haj from Training Think Tank that I think you will definitely want to check out. Max is a super smart guy. We love having him on. And he has, I think, some pretty good thoughts on a lot of stuff going on right now. First things first, though, we want to thank our sponsor for today, and that is Third Z. And I had a tragedy strike this past weekend when I was on the road in Columbus. I forgot my Third Z. I had it set out ready to go, along with my headphones, which pissed me off too because I forgot my headphones for the plane. And I left it here. I was Third Z-less, and I had a panic attack in my hotel room. I was like, how am I going to sleep?
I have a specific pocket in my backpack that I have. Like, there's like this there's this perfect pocket in my Project Grit bag that is like just right for the Third Z travel packs and a couple of snacks. So I know if I need a little snacky snack before I hit the hay and wash it down with some Third Z.
Yeah,
Mine don't fit the backpack, and